My name is John Williams. I'm the Chief Executive of the Institute of Leadership and Management. I've been running the Institute for a couple of years, and I have about 4 decades of management and leadership experience, which I suppose must qualify me for something. I've spent time in the Middle East, the Far East, North America, and in Europe, and have been very, very lucky to have some great teams working with me. So I'm really, really pleased to have reached the stage now where I can be helping other people to achieve their leadership ambition.
What are your favorite hobbies?
My favorite hobbies are running and mountain biking. So I do quite a lot of running. I'm not really mountain biking, jumping off a mountain, but riding through trails in forests, I quite enjoy.
Do you have a favorite book?
I have. I'm not very decisive when it comes to favorite books. I have lots of favorite books, I think, really. And it depends if they are management books. And I think the Fifth Discipline, Peter Senge, would be a great book in terms of management for me. That was the one I would plump for.
Favorite movie?
My favorite movie, and undoubtedly, is a British movie made a long time ago called The Long Good Friday. And I won't tell you the plot. It's well worth looking at. It's about London.
How would you describe your work in one word?
In one word, I would describe my work as fun.
What is the happiest moment of your life?
Well, just in case, I ought to say the happiest moment of my life was when I got married to my current wife. After that, it would be finishing my first marathon.
What is the saddest moment of your life, if you'd like to share?
Yes, the saddest moment of my life. Very difficult one, that, actually, because I tend not to be very sad. Obviously, things happen to me which are not very nice, but I tend not to dwell upon them. So I'm not sure that I could think of a saddest moment, actually, but probably the fact that every week I don't win the lottery.
So the first question is strategy, organizational culture, or leadership?
Yes, strategy, culture, leadership, all equally important. I would put them in the order of leadership because that's what creates the culture, which enables the organization to deliver the strategy. So equally important and in a particular order.
Past, present, or future?
Leadership in the past was all about managing people. Leadership in the present is about perceiving the expectations that people have and judging those. And the future of leadership actually is about being able to preempt what is going to happen by assessing the data and the analytics that we have and making informed conclusions about future need.
Natural intelligence or artificial intelligence?
I think natural intelligence and artificial intelligence rather than either or. And for me, the future is packed full of great examples of those two things working together.
Self-leadership or leading others?
Self-leadership, absolutely paramount. Absolutely paramount. It is the foundation from which one can learn to lead others, and it's vital.
Certainty or uncertainty?
Uncertainty. And if we live in a world that has any certainty in it, we're not paying attention. Uncertainty is the nature of the world.
Authenticity, vision, ownership, achievement, or collaboration?
Those are our 5 dimensions at the Institute of Leadership. And I would actually start with authenticity, because I think leaders who can deploy the other 4 values actually will still be found out if they are inauthentic. People are very good at determining whether or not we are sincere as leaders.
If you could have dinner with one leader, dead or alive, who would it be?
I think it would be Reid Hoffman, who was the founder of LinkedIn and who now I think sits on the board of Microsoft since they bought LinkedIn, because I think he understands the nature of interaction and behavior almost better than anybody else that I've seen.
Is leadership innate or you can learn it?
Leadership can definitely be learned, although there does need to be a willingness to learn. And I think that's the biggest barrier to people.